welcome and welcome to my YouTube channel. So here we are for part 3. So as you can see, today I'm going to tell you like my personal moving out experience. Like it is story time, like how did I tell my parents, how did they take it? And I've honestly ever wanted to move out. I remember even in campus. Let me just give you a short story. In campus, I wanted to move out, but to be quite honest, it feels like it was a little bit of peer pressure because most of my friends had moved out, and I don't know, I just wanted my own space. But in campus, that means it's my parents who were to support me, so it did not make sense because why would they pay for me rent yet I just live near campus? Because from our home to where I went to campus, it's not far, so it was very manageable. So yeah, so ever since I've always wanted to move because I love having my own space. So it came a time now I was like ready to move. I actually wanted to move earlier on when I had gotten a job. So I had given myself like some months and then I can move out. That was like in 2020. That is what was in my mind. And then COVID came and it slapped, So of course I couldn't move out at that particular time. I had to wait. So I waited the whole of COVID time, and now when things went back to normal is when I moved out. Now I moved out. Now before moving, telling my parents, I used to joke sometimes and tell them, Mom, Tahama, Mom, I really want to move. It just seemed like kakitu tu ninasema kanapita. My mom was not even like convinced I was to move at that particular time. So now one day when I had already identified like I want to move the next month, I remember I moved November. So I had identified like I want to move by November. Ikifika hivi November date one, I want to be in my house. Yeah, I want to be in my house. No, I moved end of November, so that December can find me in my house. So, and now it was time to tell my parents, hey. So one evening we had actually just sat down and I told my parents like, hey mom, dad, I am planning to move and I'm planning to move like next month. I've also done my budget. I know how I'm going to finance myself, how I'm still going to save. It's like, hey, when you're a firstborn, lazima uende na notes pale, si kusema tu unahama and uhame. So I had well gone with my notes, and I remember it reached a point and my dad was like, well, you're old enough, but I don't think it would be right to move right now. There's that parent talk. And I was like, I had already made up my mind, guys. By then I was not even going back. I had made a decision. So I just had them, I had their view, and I was like, okay, it's good, but I've made a decision. This is what I'm planning to do. And they were like, that's okay. If you've done so, that's okay. So that was like, I think on a Friday. The next day, I went to buy things. I actually bought a system, the woofer. So I went to buy that. I went with a friend because honestly, me and electronics, I've been living at home. I do not buy electronics. It's like my if it's anything electronic, that's just my dad. So mimi hata sijui kununua. Okay, the only thing I know how to buy is a phone. So some of these things I didn't know, and I engaged my friends who at least knew about them. So I remember I called my friend, and at least he was free, and he took me to buy the system and all. Him, at least he will be able to check this. Nisikoniwe, nisigongwe. And I went home with it, and my mom was like, oh, so you were serious about it? Yeah. So that is how like the process of moving out started. Next thing, I started buying things slowly by slowly. I think like by the next weekend, I called a friend of mine also. We went to Kamukunji. I bought plates, I bought cups, I bought things. But I bought essentials, guys. Guys, the first time unahama, wacha kununua vitu unnecessary. So I bought like essential things and that I had already identified. I wish I had my list. I would have shown you. I had listed down like all the essentials I needed. And then again, personally, like me, I am a baker. I do bake. So something like a cooker was honestly, and a cooker with an oven was an essential to me, because if I did not buy that, then meaning my business will be at a standstill until I buy one. So that was something that I had already saved up for, and I bought. So the first things I did buy were the utensils. We went to Kamukunji, tukanunua vitu, tulizurura huko with my friend, and thank you so much. Actually, yeah, the whole of my moving out process, my friends really came through for me. In terms of utensils, we went with my friend. House hunting, I also did with my friend. And then, yeah, I was never alone. So after that, now I used to buy things like aqua bedroom. There's a time yani hata bedroom kwangu space ya kupita tu ilikuwa kidogo, cause nilikuwa nikinunua kitu naeka bedroom, cooker bedroom, nini bedroom, utensils bedroom. So I managed to buy things slowly by slowly, and I store them. Now when it came to house hunting, I really house hunted like late. I didn't have so much time to house hunt because I had a series of events before, as in sikuwa napata time ya house hunt. So one day we went with my friends and we house hunted, and we found like this place that I live. But actually we did not even find this place myself. Acha niwaambie, there's a time niliingia kwa matatu. I was in a matatu, and I'm just very poor talking to strangers in a matatu, especially after work. I'm usually so tired, nitaingia mimi hata nitalala. So this day I sat next to a gentleman, and then I don't know what started the conversation, but we started off a conversation, and I was like, oh, you live here and there? Yeah, I'm actually about to look for a house. I asked how is the house in there, and he told me it's good, nini. You can even come check out where I live, because the house, as in he gave me the rates. So I was like, that's a good deal. So I even he asked for my number, took his phone number, and I just saved and kept it. So this day that we were house hunting, wacha tukose nyumba. As in tulikuwa tunapata nyumba zinakaa sijui tricky. Nyumba tricky. I was like, but then there's somebody I know, there's somebody I met. And I called him, and he assisted us to get to this place, and we just settled for this house. It was like, well, after that long walk, this is at least close to what I was looking for. So yeah, that is how it went about house hunting. Nini, I found the house, I took some photos, I went back home, shared the info with my parents, like I found a house, it's here and there. And my mom was like, before you even pay rent there, your dad has to come and see the house. So my dad actually came, and he saw this house. He came with my brother. They visited, they checked the house out, and they were like, the environment is good, the security is key, they just checked it out. Yes, being the firstborn, lazima kuje aeke tick. So he came and he verified the house, and now from there, now like I got like I got now like the satisfaction and go ahead to pay for rent and the deposit. And now, yeah, so after that I paid, and yeah, that was it. I was now waiting for the moving day. Yes, so actually the house that I am in right now is not the house that I had chosen first. I had chosen another house that is on the second floor, first floor, because I live on the ground floor. So that one was on the first floor. And then when I came to check that house, I think that day with my dad, I was told that house had an issue before. I don't know, it was leaking water, but the issue was corrected. Again, I was like, nitaanza kuingia nyumba yenye iko na mashida. So I was like, I didn't feel contented. Then I came for this one, which was a plan B, which was okay. So yeah, I paid the rent and everything, and the moving out day now came. Let me tell you, moving out has just its own shenanigans. But though, to be quite honest, my moving out was made so easy because I had already told my friends, and they came through. All my friends, like, they were here that day because I had gone to work. I had left at home when I had packed everything was packed, it was all together. So then my friends went, they looked for means of transport, and then we went home. So they helped in packing and everything, and now we came to this destination. So when we came here, my friends, as in, they just came through, they helped me unpack, we washed dishes, we washed their house, then the guys fixed anything that needed to be fixed. If it's the bulbs, the guys fixed the bulbs. They fixed the gas. I used to let me tell you, I used to be scared to fix the gas because Miss Jai fix the gas cylinder, now to connect it to the cooker. I had never done that, and of course nilikuwa naogopa. So the guys came through. The guys did the bulbs, they made the bed, they did those things. And then as the ladies, we did the kitchen work, we cleaned, we did all that. And after that, we cooked and we ate, and they stayed with me. They actually left quite late. I was honestly so excited to move. Lakini sijui usiku nilikuwa nasikia nini. Unajua, I've never been thinking now my own place alone. I don't know. There was just kulikuwa na kale ka feeling that I can't explain. So at least my moving out was just so, it was made easy by my friends. So that's why when I tell you to just talk to your friends and let them know, they will come through. Like, me didn't know how to load tokens. Sikuwa najua, cause when I'm at home, hiyo si kazi yangu. As in, okay, hata it has never occurred that ni mimi naeka tokens. Cause before hata sijui zishe, my dad has sorted. If it's buying some things, household things, my mom has sorted. And then there's us and me there as the kid. I didn't know how to load tokens. Thank God for my friend. Yendo alinyonyesha kununua tokens from KPLC, how to load them to that token machine, and that is it. For the bulbs, they were fixed. At least for the bulbs, if I was left, I would have fixed. But you know, why? And I have people who can help, who came through for me. Hata sijaitwa anisha, like the bulbs in this house, hata sijaitwa. Thank God it has stayed well, because I've never even fixed it ever since the first day I moved. It was fixed and that was it. So yeah, that was my personal experience of moving. There's just nothing much for me. My friends just came through the whole entire time. They taught me what I never knew, like in terms of tokens, in terms of how to fix the gas cylinder. Okay, I still don't fix my gas cylinder. Ikiisha, whoever comes to change exchanges and fix it up. And yeah, so some of those small things I didn't know, I came to learn when I moved out. And now, guys, let me even tell you something else. So I settled in well, and life was so good. I would cook, I would do that. So let me tell you realities of moving out. Hey, before I moved, I used to think like, oh my God, I'll be cooking every time, good meals, you know, because I enjoy cooking. So I used to have this idea how I'll be cooking, how I'll be doing what. Little did I know that there are days that I'll walk into the house and I'll just be like, wacha tu nilale, I just need to sleep. Or you just feel like, I know, leo acha nikule chips. I buy fries, and I eat and maybe I sleep, or there are always those days that you don't cook. Like, where? And there are days you'll survive until you're like, was that me? It's not that you don't have, but Aki, you're tired, you just come and maybe you just sleep. So realities of moving, sometimes there's just what we expect versus the reality. And let me tell you one thing, moving out has the best experience. And I know there are people who are against it. They're like, if you're at home and you're comfortable, just stay there. But I'm not of that thought, because I feel like even moving out has really opened my mind so much. Because now, hey, you tend to think far, because now you're on your own, so you need to plan na lazima ujipange. So yeah, that is it, guys. I think I should do a video of realities of moving out, of living alone. That will come up, and I'll tell you, my goodness, the shenanigans of living alone sometimes, because whoa. So guys, some snippets of my moving out process. Here I was packing, and my goodness, I had taken some things out, so I was just doing my clothes, and I just realized, okay, the biggest assets I had at this particular time, ninguo, my clothes were so many. Like, what? Zilgo's natosha wapi? So here we got to the place, and we were just trying to put things at the right place. The guys there, they were just doing the thing with the bed. Na sisi pande ingine, we were just here trying to put things at the right. This was the next day, and everything was set in place. Bye. So until next time, see you guys. Bye bye. I love you so much, and kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel.